I click the top table keys, and the password is in the Discord chat.
That's a great graphic.
It really looks awesome with all those runes, for real.
I was saying your starting graphic for the stream. It's a pretty sweet one.
Oh, yeah, cool. Glad you guys appreciate that. Are you guys seeing the stream on YouTube?
Yep, I see it.
All right. Luckily you guys are, because I can't see it, but I'll take your word for it. All right, we are live, everyone. Thank you for joining the premiere of SplinterFam Poker, and we have a wonderful cast here of poker sharks, fish, donkeys, whales, you name it. We got the whole kit and caboodle here today. Wow, should we take seats and start quick introductions for everyone as you take your seats around the table here?
Do it.
Let's see. All right, see all the R's getting reserved. We'll just take this one. And if you probably want to buy in with your full amount, you can buy in for less, but you know, it's up to you guys.
AfterSound's like, I don't want to waste it all.
What did I do wrong already? Why am I 4,000?
Yeah, you buy in for the full amount.
So how do I buy in more?
You can add. I think you should be able to add to it.
When you're joining your seat, I think you have to move the slider up to max. Same thing with your New Age.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I messed up. Looks like a bit of short night.
You should be able to add chips to it. I think if
it says available balance, but I am not able to do anything with it. So maybe later.
If you
there's a little $sign with an up thing up top, but I don't think we have any buttons live yet. Oh, here we go. Table information.
We could probably leave your seat and come back in.
You could do that.
I don't even know how to do that.
That's
so when
actually a good question. I don't either. Oh, nope, I don't either.
I think you just close the window. Just close the window and you can come back in.
Or I'm going to exit table.
Yep.
And then open table and... Oh, Steve, you took my seat.
That was the lucky seat.
How did I do that without actually moving? Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
Living the dream.
Hey,
Playing
Keys,
poker with my friends.
Keys, I'm sorry I missed your call earlier, but I'm free to chat after if you want.
I was just longing for some AfterSound, and it had been several days of no communication, and I was feeling deprived.
We're live on stream now. Be careful.
Oh, I know that. I want the world to know.
Yep. Keys is going to get us demonetized in the first, 30 seconds.
No, dude, it takes like 2 minutes.
All right. Got to warm up to that. All right. Well, thanks. I see Bird Bees and Trees in the chat. Welcome, Bird Bees and Trees. Yeah, just so everyone knows what we're doing a 20,000 DEC buy-in. So this is high stakes Splinterlands poker here. So, that's how we roll. No, actually it's only like $20, but let's go. You guys want to get the cards in the air here and then chat about Splinterlands?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to start the game here. Let's see. I think the cards are being done.
Oh, the button out the gate. Let's go.
Rogue's got the button.
Let's do it.
To bully some
I don't
people.
know how I feel about AfterSound being to my left. It's too unpredictable.
Boy, I got DarkestNyte and Virus to my left. That's wonderful.
Sharks.
Well, everybody's
everywhere.
to your left if you keep going around the table.
That is true.
Wisdom.
That went way too fast. I did not want to fold.
Scientifically speaking,
You're sitting out as well, so you probably have to press a button to get into the next hand.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
So can someone do me a favor and maybe post the link to this in Mav chat in case anyone's not aware of it and wants to join in the audience?
Yeah.
What's a Mav?
Mav chat? Yeah, what's a Mav? I don't know. Some of these guys are Mavs. Look at that flop. Lots of puppies. So it's weird because it's showing it as big blinds for me. I think on the stream. I'm gonna try and change
instead of
it
the actual chip
to
value.
the chip value. Let me see if I can do that.
I like this. It's doing all the work for us.
No flush.
Hey,
Wait, why did we
Rivers
all
the
have
queen.
to show? That's silly.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
Should have just showed up to walking keys, and then I get to just walk away, not knowing.
So now you know that if you don't fold early, they're going to show what you were playing with.
Yeah, and I didn't even feel like I got to see everybody's fast enough.
It was pretty fast. I think there's an option to muck your hand and not show.
Yeah. Let's see.
Again.
Yeah, I don't even know what everybody's hands were the last one.
I had the winning one.
You river the queen.
You rivered me. You rivered my pair of nines, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you had pair of nines with the high ace-high flush draw?
Yeah.
Man, if I hadn't been sitting out last game, I would have won. I had King Jack.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would have won.
I know. Alas, so-
DarkestNyte.
No. You don't want to think about the ones that you throw away. Just let it go, man.
I didn't throw it away though. I sat out unintentionally.
Ace King. Oh, 9-6.
No.
Yeah, just
With the
flops
two pair, Darkest Night.
DarkestNyte's back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not
I'm just
taking any
liking that,
prisoners.
like, it's no raising, no, everybody's just being real nice. It's just like, yeah, let's see some cards.
it's crazy because that's now in the digital form because live everybody was raising.
Oh,
That was brutal.
Well, at least it was before it got to you. Now you get to say, is it worth it?
there you go.
It's good to see you, New Age.
as well, man.
What's this plus 30 that pops up?
No idea.
Don't know.
What's up, Plato? It's in the chat.
Plato 0.
Let's go.
Did you change your name to RoguePatton?
Did I? No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Whoa! I didn't mean to do that.
Whoa.
Somebody's using a
Whoa.
slide bar.
Slow
That's
down
a-
there.
It was.
That's
Oh
an
my gosh.
interesting bet.
Oh.
I don't know. Conspiracy theory all over it. Number.
That was the smallest amount it gave me.
Are you sure?
Oh
Was it
my!
really? Oh,
Yeah.
was it the pot?
It was said 33%, and I just hit it by accident.
Oh, third
Oh.
of the pot.
Yeah.
And
Probably
now
not
the
max.
lowest I can bet is 1,300.
You should be able to bet the blinds.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Well,
I better figure that out, huh?
I'll just bet what Keys told me to bet.
Why do I have this
Oh my
100
gosh, you-
next to
you-
my name? Is this like how many hands you're playing in?
Oh yeah, that must be what that is.
Like 100% of the hands right now?
You like to see flops, huh?
1,300?
I mean, I was until you guys are getting silly. Ooh.
Man, Keys
Jeez.
slow playing his
y'all
monster of a
y'all
hand.
think,
You
you
tried to
think I
bluff
don't
it.
know what I'm doing.
You got snaked.
Dude,
Man's
he's
here for rebellion packs.
400 Venari Heat Smiths.
All right,
How's
so
that?
now I'm gonna stare at these buttons for a minute. There is a slide bar right here. All right, cool. The poker chip's a slide bar.
And Tails,
Got me
the king
worried.
queen only works when
Oh,
the
good tip.
opponent has pocket jacks.
Hey, Plato, who are you betting?
I missed that memo. We need to. We should have saved a totem for the pick your pony for tonight.
Oh yeah.
Next time.
Ah,
There's my queen.
yeah, that would have been good.
Me first.
It's hard to pick your pony in a cash game. You know, because some ponies have deeper pockets than others. We'll just rebuy.
How do you bet here?
You can.
What the hell?
What you want to do is you
Oh, I
want to.
did.
You want to change your settings to be big blind chip annotation off and hit confirm, and then it'll change the chips to numbers, and then you can type in the amount you want to bet in the little box there if you want to bet like a specific amount.
Like 693.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you playing on mobile or on your PC keys?
I can't play. I have a Mac, so the only way I could join was on my phone.
Okay. Plato's asking where you can make side bets on us.
Yeah, that would be what is it? What's the what's the online sports gambling site that's really popular?
Zen Sports?
Zen Sports, Fantasy Duel, FanDuel or whatever.
DraftKings.
That's what it is.
Yeah, DraftKings.
Nice.
King 3 off in the small. Big
Five,
blind. Look at that.
seven.
Oh, ew. What a,
Jeez. Oh, walking keys, like
well
I
done.
had the top flush draw.
the top flush draw and just couldn't hit.
Man, am I the biggest loser right now? To start?
Oh, you went big.
Yes.
I think DarkestNyte is because he has lost like 30 pounds in the past month.
Yeah.
Wow. Slim Pass, Subway. What's your secret?
Hard work, man. Hard work.
Oh, his secret is like death-defying workouts.
Raise,
Yes.
raise, all the way around. What is going
Dude,
on?
Yeah, he like he runs with jaguars
Wow.
behind him.
DEC is cheap. What can we say here? It's below
Well,
pay.
you guys think so?
Wow. I like everyone raises it up and we get a nice 952 flop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
I know what to do with that.
Yeah, whoever flop trips knows. It wasn't Tails.
It was not me.
Who raised it 800 initially?
I did.
Yeah.
Virus.
And then everyone called for some reason.
No respect,
big hit.
Virus. No respect.
Now you're
No.
That's what I mean. Everything's happening so I can't remember. Like I don't even. At this point, what are we like? We're 5 hands in. I have no idea who's playing junk or not.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, first to act. Be a bully.
That's my kind of bully.
I'm a very passive bully.
Rogue Birds, Bees, and Trees thinks that you're a pro player over there.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man. I back in the day when we had when we did have the actual official sites, I was trying the $0 to $1 million on what was that? I think it was Full Tilt. It was like back when we had Full Tilt, Paradise Poker, and
Ultimate Bet and all those.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then and I'd been doing that for a long time, and I finally cashed in a free roll. And it was like from then I started doing like the 10-player sit and goes and like started to build and following the plan. And then I don't know, the SEC or somebody, I don't know who it was, but I just logged in one day and it was like, yeah, the US government said no more. So everything's
Black
frozen.
Friday.
Yeah. If you want your money, get hold of the government. And I was like,
And it was like 4 or 5 years later, and they did actually, I think, pay the money.
Oh, what?
Oh, chop it up.
Oh, wow. Jack 5.
Jack 5 offsuit. Look at that.
what is this? Some jack offs. Let's go.
Now we're demonetized.
Now and we're good.
What?
I'm
Steve,
glad we did this on Tails' channel.
Steve,
That's
you
that-
put an
that's
extra
that
0
BS.
in there, man. It's only supposed to be a 100.
Call that hand
Oh,
busy,
Anna
bro.
Man
I wanna
just limped in.
raise-
going heavy.
Just trying to see a flop here.
He's trying to end this game early, it looks like.
Wow.
Oh man,
Look at them.
I dumped my pocket queens.
Got bullied off my girls.
I can't believe we had a 4 of a kind at over the weekend.
Oh,
Right?
that was crazy.
Yeah, over me with the full house.
Yeah, that's true.
DarkestNyte
That
might have
was great.
fought the 4 of a kind again. Look at this.
That would hurt.
Oh, Steven.
Well, if I
Beaver's-
lose, he'd
He's
have to
praying his
have
pocket pair is still holding up.
Oh,
Praying the
Devin-
pocket pair is still holding up.
Just flop the boat. Jeez.
yeah.
Popped into a full house.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ouch.
Jeez.
Oh,
Do you like
Steve's
that?
got a little flame by his.
You think you're good too with the pocket threes, because with the board, it
Yeah.
should have been a decent hand. I guess select.
Unless somebody had
he
any
didn't
pair on
believe
the
me
board.
at all, huh, Darkest Night?
Yeah, I thought I had that.
Did you like flopping a boat there, Steve?
You're always what beats me.
I did when people actually called. That was.
We got a discount here. We only made it 800.
Bro.
We're not swimming in DEC like Steve here.
I don't know. Here, you can have my 200.
That was
I don't want to act like I'm going to keep winning just because I had one good hand.
I just want that flaming icon around my.
Yeah, that was fun. Can I get that in an NFT?
What does the 57 mean?
I think
We
that's-
think
That's
it's percentage of hands you played.
Yeah, I think it's your VPIP. Is probably what I'm thinking.
Whoa, the official acronym.
Whoops. I don't know what's happening here.
Wasn't that a 50 Cent song?
Official acronym? I doubt it.
Don't know what you heard about me. Can't get a dollar out of me.
Thanks around my
Ain't no birds you can't see.
icon.
So I'm a motherfucking VIMP.
I think you got 2 of those letters right.
That was a lot of work for a long payoff on a joke.
Hey,
I loved it.
not all
I
of us are
loved it.
professionals.
I can relate.
Ah. Ooh, plus 30. That's a time. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah. Oh, it's not working. Oh, there it is.
There's your time bank. Using that time bank for this critical decision.
You're slow paying us, huh?
See, it's going to come back to haunt Rogue because when he wants to actually make a decision later on in the game, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I wish I had a time bank."
Well, actually, we'll see. That's what I'm curious. I'm like, oh, do I now only have 18 seconds in my time bank?
He's just hoping that blinds raise. That was his button. He's ready for tournament.
Stever's using that flame there to get after people.
I have ice on mine. Ice, baby.
DarkestNyte is cold as ice here with his 62%.
Cold as ice.
We got Icefall here in
Willing to
chat too.
sacrifice my DC.
Plato's asking if Zen Sports is still around. I think it's still around, but I think they're just sports now.
We are Zen Sports now.
Baby.
This is a big pot. This is $6 right here. It's not too
Rebellion pack and a half.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
almost 2 rebellion packs on the secondary market.
Oh, it's about to get bigger.
Half bot raise.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna make it
Ooh.
90 minutes.
ace 2, 7, 8, 2
Oh.
pair on the river. Steve,
Jeez, rivering. Oh,
Holy moly.
he's adding more
Well,
flames.
I
to
had
it.
him before the turn, so he hit the turn, I hit the river.
All right,
True.
fair.
I think we're being hustled here.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Steve, you're not invited to the next. I'm just kidding. We miss you, Steve.
Yeah, I would have been there, but you did it that weekend. I was too busy with the family. We did a trunk or treat on Friday night, and
you bully.
then like the judo party for Halloween on Saturday, and then trick or treating. So it's just a tough weekend to try to run away.
That's fair. All we did was witch hunting, right, DarkestNyte?
We did. Yes. Hunting witches.
the covens come to us.
So Virus, or excuse me, Icy, we have a seat at the table here. If you want to message me in Discord, I can get you the details if you would like to join this bunch of this motley crew here.
Degens.
Degens, yeah. I was trying to be nice.
Is degen not a nice
Newage does
term?
not back down.
A lot of people carrying that banner proudly. Oh man, my ace would be great here.
Or a 9 or a 6. I'm so glad I'm not in this.
Ooh.
Oh,
New Age is all in.
Anyway, just trying to call it an early night.
Queens,
Oh.
queen 3. Got
Oh, queens.
Get
Mine's full of
that.
queens. Look
it.
at that.
He was screwed.
He's gone.
All
Wait,
right,
you just got
New Age.
booted?
Well,
It is
Yeah.
yeah, we can get you back in if you want. If you want, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
You said this is supposed to last about an hour and a half at least, sir?
Yeah, we're never going to make it that.
That
Still
was
less
the
than
plan. Well, I mean,
We are also, I think, we were supposed to talk about Splinterlands, but playing poker is a little too fun, huh? It
Yeah.
distracts.
Honestly, yeah.
The
Why?
games are going so fast. There's no downtime. That's
yeah,
what it
because
is.
there's no dealing.
Yeah.
There's no shuffling like live. But I do have some. I have some Splinterlands questions we can get into, courtesy of your stream from earlier today that I was able to watch this evening before we played. We can talk about that. But New Age, if you do want to get back in, just let me know. You can
Yeah,
send.
I'm done.
You're done. Okay.
Send you.
Oh, you're sending. Okay.
More.
I'll check that. And then yeah, I mean, we played live. I mean, we played for over 2 hours, right? Live at After Dark.
Yeah, yeah, sure did.
Man,
Yeah, everything's going to be a little slower, obviously, when you play in person. Because, like you said, you got to shuffle, deal. You'll take breaks if people want them.
I don't know if we took any
And we'll
break.
talk.
I think we played straight through.
I don't think I can make you fold your king or your 10. I guess I could have. I could have bet
3-10.
that. I could have bet that.
Yeah.
We had it all planned out live. It was me and Virus shuffling and
yeah,
Tails was just
Yeah.
it was
riddle system.
Yeah, we can ball.
Next time we get together in person, we should still just do this digitally because it's so much faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll all just be sitting on our laptops around the dining table playing this. It's much cleaner too for stream, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, yeah. With this witness setup, so that it shows, so the stream can watch the game. It's pretty good.
If you could give people like a little bit more time.
I think
Yeah, maybe there's some custom settings you can do when you create.
engine longer if you guys want. Let me see if I can do that.
Oh yeah, that's the 4 I needed.
Is that a different account that came in, New Age?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let me get that over to you. Oh, it's on me. Shoot.
No, go pay him.
Let's see. Oh, someone bet.
Yeah, that 4 gave me the straight draw there.
Let's just do this. I'm just.
Rogue's trying to bet big while Tails is distracted there.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm trying to pay this man his money, and you're like making me make decisions.
Yeah, Rogue's trying to steal a pot really quick.
Is it just me and Rogue here?
Yep.
Is that
Yeah.
Heads up.
Oh man, I'll just pay you.
20?
Ooh.
Oh,
Got it.
I had the jack too, so that's what I was waiting for.
All right,
I was waiting for the 8 of the king.
let's get New Age's money.
And now we're tilted.
All right, mission accomplished. I can go home now.
You mad? You mad?
All right, you should be set, New Age. Oh,
I actually appreciate that bet because I was thinking about playing these cards, but you pushed me off them.
oh yeah.
What a flop.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to.
You were holding a 10 and a 4.
You're supposed to bet if I.
No. No.
check there. Rogue.
I wasn't. I had silly little suited cards that sometimes I'll sneak into a hand, but not when someone raises. With the whole table behind.
Oh.
Jeez, fast bet.
You don't think I have a 10? I just showed you King
Nope.
10
Finger
last
on the
hand.
trigger.
Yes. So yeah, the odds are you have 10 again because that's
I
how that works.
mean, I like 10s. It's double
10,
digits.
10, 10, 20s in if
Double digits are good in this game, right?
how it works.
Whoever was singing that.
Oh, showing that
It's
four.
coming forward. That was good.
God, I feel like I'm flexing a bunch of old muscles that I haven't used in forever. Dusting off a lot of memories. Like I don't have a casino around here to play in. Like when I was in high school, we had one 15 minutes north, and like they used to do some free roll tournaments like twice a week. It was really cool. Traveled up there for those. Oh, they're letting me see it. Oh,
It's the big blind surprise.
jeez.
What?
It looks
264.
it looks like a big bet.
It's so big. Jeez.
Is these off numbers?
I hear that.
It's too tall.
Show it, keys. Show
If
the
it would have
bluff.
ended in a 5, I'd have called, but your penny bets are pissing me off.
That was a 26-cent bet that pushed you off the hand.
Yeah. I'm a round number kind of guy. Look at Virus over there. He ends in a 7. It's weird.
Oh, my chip. Yeah, my chip amount now.
It's all thanks to keys.
Mm-hmm.
It's his fault.
No idea what I'm doing. I apologize.
Broke up the family here. I didn't join in.
Do what?
So I broke up the family pot. I didn't join in.
New Age wants his money back.
What?
0.99.
Oh, you put cents
Oh
in there
my
now?
goodness.
Wait, we can do
You
points.
can't even fractionally do a DEC. You're gonna
Yeah,
make Sinister a liar.
you're killing me. You're killing me, keys. How am I gonna do fraction? You better win this. You better win this pot, dude. Everyone folds, so I don't have to deal with fractions.
Well, you found a hack. Jeez.
Well, DEC is you can fraction it.
Down your support. I appreciate it.
Oh
The button
no!
that says bet.
Look at
Now
all
we have a
this
bunch
color.
of decimals.
2, 4, 6,
Somebody better
8,
bet 0.01. Oh no!
9.
New Age
49,
make it worse.
This is gonna goof around and end up on a solid
Who's
bet.
got the keys?
This is horrifying.
You guys know that my life is hard enough as it
Something
is.
special.
Raise him 30-01.
Ooh.
Oh, the
Queen
Queen high
Queen high
wins.
kings.
Yeah.
Takes all the things.
Wow.
I'll donate those.
Old.
I'm gonna have to make an addendum that the house is gonna keep the fractions here. I'm gonna get my 0.62 DEC.
You round up.
All
Much-
DEC will
much
be
sense.
rounded down.
Don't you do it, Keys.
And you need to find a way to monetize it.
Give it to the stream. Wait.
Death wheel.
All right, let's do a giveaway, and who's gonna win the 0.38 DC?
The
All right.
most exciting death wheel ever.
So we're gonna talk Splinterlands here for a minute, and I'm gonna start with AfterSound. We're gonna go around the table with the person to AfterSound's left after he answers. Now the question coming from AfterSound's stream earlier, in this current environment, Splinterlands is getting basically brutalized from a token. It's either going down or staying the same while everything else is going up. So the question is, in the bull run, if it comes, is Splinterlands a diamond in the rough, or is it fool's gold for this next bull run? What do you think, AfterSound?
Fool's gold.
Fool's gold? Okay.
I think we're all fools, but at least it's fun being fools with you guys.
Yeah.
So no recovery for us. We're going to be like the EOS of Web3 gaming in the bull run.
I mean, I think there'll be a slight pump, but I don't know if people are going to be able to make back what they lost.
Mm-hmm. Well, you called it out today too on your stream because you were like, we're not even in the top 1,000 for Web3 projects right now, and we have a working ecosystem in game, right?
Yes, people will think that I'm like embarrassed. I'm still having fun with the game. I still stream. I still play. I think the game is going to be fine and it's going to survive with its 500 to 5,000 players. But I don't think it's going to take off in the way that something like Axie did last time. And if it does, I'm happy to be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Steve raising my big blind here.
Yeah, there was too many people in that pot. I knew it was coming.
A little too rich for my blood.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Hey, we got B Jangles in the chat.
Too many people called, and Stever had to bully people.
Well, if it's
$1 is the bully bet nowadays.
If it's
He
a
just
family pot,
wanted to
I'm
make
in.
sure everyone was real
1,000
confident with their little.
DEC.
Well, now,
connectors.
but by the time it got to you, you had pot odds.
Yeah, I had
so
to
you
call.
could just call.
I had to call.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Oh, mother trucker.
Are we going around the table on that question?
Hey,
Yeah.
5 red cards is good.
Yeah, I
right?
think it was going to virus after AfterSound, right? You said go left.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think if he was sitting at the table, New Age would be left.
That's how I see it too.
Yeah, New
Okay.
Age.
Oh, I see it now. You're right. Go that way. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's somewhere in the middle. I do agree with AfterSound. I don't think we'll see all-time highs in terms of either market cap or token value, but I do think it'll find its way to become sustainable in the long term because of the community and because of the innovation that it brings to the just DeFi gaming in general.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder, to further that talking point there, New Age is, a lot of these games like Big Time or, I don't know, Champions Arena, Phantom Galaxy, whatever. Who's the winner here? King High wins. Easy game.
Son of a-
None of these really have proven or even working tokenomics or even basic, markets for their NFTs or game things. So, how much is that worth in a bull run? Is it all going to be just flashy new stuff, hype with no substance? Or is it going to be games like Splinterlands that has a working economy that can show, in theory, growth? Like we've talked about it in the past, at least on my streams, how if Splinterlands was the most popular and successful DeFi, gamified DeFi platform, is that a bad thing in a bull market for crypto? Because, how many crypto degens would like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think New Age is pretty on the money there. Basically, I feel like we've already had our big, huge blowout, where we make it, I don't know, what did it do last time? Like a 70x from like card values and stuff. It was an incredible run for the last bull run. And now it's kind of known, and it's going to continue to grow, I think, and it will continue to especially in the bull run, have a nice little run, and I think we'll see a nice pump. And the biggest thing is, though, I don't think we're going to have that monumental run, FPS at $1. I think Infidel's talking about that. I don't see that as a possibility. Because I think what's going to happen during the next bull run is you're going to see big time people start moving into Web3. Fortnite's done a few integrations. I have 2 Fortnite NFTs I got with Nike Swoosh. And there's some other big time games that are really looking at doing something. And I think that's going to be the transition. And I just don't think Splinterlands or any of the Web3 games that are out there right now could legitimately. It'll always have a, I do believe that strongly.
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's cutting out a
Ooh.
little bit.
Yeah, he goes quiet for me.
Yeah, I think he's got to put his
Yeah, he
hands,
went quiet for me for a minute.
he's got to put his hands in those pockets to find those pennies when he's betting them. That's one of the two.
Dude, point DEC.
While I was talking.
Not even a penny.
Yeah, fractions of a penny. That's right. I think we got the gist of what you're saying, though. But yeah, it was a little bit muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I don't think I have any real thoughts or forecasts for this either. I think I'm with AfterSound. I'm just gonna err on the side of like we're not, and I'm playing this still because I'm enjoying the product. For me though, with how much I enjoy the product and with how much I see and appreciate with what we have, I do have a hard time believing that we're not gonna be like still the safe haven. You know what I mean?
It's not letting me raise.
It's not letting you raise.
Yeah, like I can't put a number. So now I understand why Keys is doing what he's doing. There, I'm gonna do what Keys is doing.
Could be a mobile client thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like for me, it's just I don't know. The rental market is flipping huge. The amount of transactions that we do is huge. Like, our tokenomics, like they've spent 2 years just kind of tweaking and honing them in. And I think right now, I don't know, I'm pretty confident with what we have. You know, we're past 50% distribution on SPS, I think, at this point. And DEC is holding above 0.9, I think, pretty well from my perspective. And I also look at in terms of like health of the game and just being healthy. I look at Rift Watchers. Like Rift Watchers is a super healthy set. And that was the last set that they released. And it didn't have any of the promo or anything along those lines. It was just, here are the cards. If you want them, this is the price. And we set real demand and real supply numbers based on our current player base. And they've held. They've held value, and it's a good set. So I don't imagine Rebellion's going to be any different. I think Chaos Legion is going to be a story. Chaos Legion and the support rewards are just going to be kind of like a bookmark story note for us that we all experienced. But I'm thinking going forward, cards aren't going to do what they did for Chaos, you know, and that gives me a lot of confidence. So I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Well, a couple things here. Keys showing possibly ace-2 with that hand, and AfterSound winning a big hand with a pair of aces. And we have a new player at the table coming in straight from the stream audience. We have Icy Flow. Icy Flow, is this your first time on stream here? Are you muted, Icy?
He is cold.
Well, also, his name is actually P4295.
My bad.
That's his prison number.
He accidentally put his active keys in the account.
Yeah, just don't say that too loud.
I don't know how to talk.
Oh my gosh, we hear his
There it
voice.
is. Wow.
Icy Flow. I feel like this has been a one-way conversation for so long.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yep.
You can.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
going on, Icy Flow?
Trying to play.
Yeah, right. Carrying conversation while you're trying to play poker. It's hard.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'm
Right.
following this app and setting it up. That crap.
I will
Yeah,
say it's a
I
lot
think-
easier to play cards in person because it's slower. This is very fast.
Yeah,
I do
getting
wanna
into
add-
your question though.
Go ahead, Steve.
All right. I was just gonna say, I think I'm a little more on the side that we could see another bull run similar to last time with some really big growth on our token, but not on our cards. And that's because they've moved the value kind of away from cards with the SPS staking, the SPS earning, and just the overall SPS coin. So I don't think like the card collections will ever do what they did last time. But I also think that, if crypto succeeds, if Bitcoin does the whole 200,000, in the next 2 years, and Splinterlands is still here, we've got the spell system in place. You've
Don't
got
do
a
it, Icy
decent
Flow. Don't
chance
do
that
it.
have won a lot.
Wow.
It's flush.
Oh man,
I
limped
don't
into two
see.
pair. Just got
I don't see us being like. I feel like we're so early into crypto that we might be overlooking the fact that the growth of the overall amount of money in the ecosystem, it could still trickle down to our game. Just because there are a lot of fans here that if they had some big wins in some of their other crypto stuff, would just go ahead and buy some more cards, buy some more land, buy some more of the things that they wish they had.
Mhm.
I think just real quick, I think you're absolutely right, and I think our biggest challenge is the new player experience. Because people are going to look for easy entries, and it's going to take a special player to come in and play this game. But they're out there, and they're out there in millions. And as crypto grows, if we just continue to stay here, then it could grow as well.
Yeah, I think for right now, fool's gold.
924.
And I really think the challenge is I think we have a split player base, right? So I think we have half players and half investors. And I think the players will stick around and play because they like the game, right? But investors, I think, are going to shy away when you look at kind of the lost opportunity for the game. We look at roadmaps and not being able to, hit objectives. I think that's going to be a significant challenge for investors to want to, take their fiat and other crypto and invest in this game. I think they're going to look for greener pastures.
Yeah, I think that's something that it wasn't, I don't know. I figured it out maybe a year and a half in that like maybe the team dreams more than they're able to do. and I'm actually a little ashamed that it took me that long to figure it out. But that's a reality that I live with today is that 100% the team that I'm supporting right now is bigger dreamers than doers. And but with that being said, what they have been able to do is pretty cool. And what they are dreaming of is even more cool. And so all that's really done for me is adjusted my timeline. Like I'm not on the like it'll be tomorrow, like just around the corner, like something new every week type of mindset anymore. And it was amazing how bad of a mindset that was for such a long time. I remember being like every town hall had to be some alpha, something new around the corner, and I was just so engrossed with the like what new thing are we doing this week? And now I'm at a relationship with the game of just peace and patience. It's pretty interesting. Like I'm playing and appreciating what we have and patiently waiting for what's coming. Like I'm not in a rush.
But as an
I like
investor, when you look at the game, right, do you want to invest more in it? I mean, let's use ag as an analogy, right? Do you want more or do you want less?
Oh, exactly. I don't envy the investor. I don't envy the investor at all. Like I don't know how they would view any of this. I wouldn't view it as like something I'd want to park my money in. But as a gamer, no, I don't mind this at all. It's got way more upside than any other game that I play. And it's entertaining.
And I think there's a couple, aspects to it. There's the original question was, in reference to Bitcoin going up, is Splinterlands does it rise with it? And I think for the most part it's detached, at least for now, with its size. So I think it's kind of based on currently with it being detached, I think it's pretty much based on its utility. So the cards and sorry about that. The cards and the token are for the most part linked to their utility and detached from SPF or from Bitcoin. I think if, all ships are rising kind of thing, then yeah, maybe it's rising because people might be looking in the play to earn space, but I don't think for the most part people are looking in the play to earn space, for that rising ship. But if that's happening in the future, then maybe we get attached to that. But for now, I don't think we are. But to another point, Steve was saying, you were saying something about how you don't think we'll see the card values rise again. I think the player base, it's possibly going to go in like ebbs and flows of players, where there might be another time where we get, let's just say that after Rebellion's done, that the player base does explode again. Something causes a large influx of players to come in. Then what happens to Rebellion at that time? If it sells at the same level as previous sets have, then Rebellion itself could jump way up the same kind of way because of the lack of cards that sold in the set.
Yeah, lack of supply.
Yep. But that said, when the boom happens,
Do you think they could repeat the kind of craziness of earnings they did when DEC was getting driven up to being,
Yes.
This wouldn't have been $33. It would have been $330 sitting in front of me.
Well, technically, the flywheel ignites, right? That's the case where the LP goes up, the SPS is burned, and DC maintains a peg with a new influx of players. Because of that, it could spin a cycle where, in theory, things could get very crazy. You've seen it in crypto projects that aren't game-based, Steve, in the past, right? So it's not unheard of. I mean, they put the underpinnings in place from a project perspective where, in theory, it could get very insane, right?
Oh yeah, I know. I've done my Splinterlands can 1000x video, and I stand by that could happen. I did kind of mean to say in my answer that I thought the coin could do that, but I don't know if the cards would follow suit or if just the DeFi side of our house would become super popular.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me today, and I guess that's still one of the things I appreciate today is like when I look at the SPS that I'm getting in Modern, I'm getting 6 to 7 cents in gold 2. So it's not even like the top of gold right now. I'm getting like anywhere between 4 to 5 SPS, sometimes up to 6. And in my mind, when I go back to like the DEC, I'm like, man, that was back when like you would get double-digit DEC in a win, and that felt amazing. I'm like, I'm getting that now regularly, and this is with 1.5 cent SPS.
Yeah, maybe I can add to that as well, Rogue, because I think we're spoiled a little bit. I mean, I've played Champions Arena and seen how much Gala I can earn with a NFT there. I mean, I've seen what I can earn in parallel, and it's not. It's like fractions of pennies. Big time, unless you put a lot of money in, you're not earning anything there either. So when you look at it from a pure play and earn perspective, I really don't know if there's a game right now that has better earnings than Splinterlands, even though we're not earning that much in the grand scheme of things. And I guess that's just to say I don't think there's a better project today still from that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I think, and I'm sorry, I might sound like old Uncle Aggie, but I mean, what they're trying to do is not easy. Like, going back to maybe the comment of their dream, what they can do. It's absolutely right, but they're not trying to do something easy either, right? It's tough enough to try and develop a game, but then in integrating into a blockchain in the way that they do, it's like I said, it's very innovative, right? And I think, you know, sometimes you can be at the edge of innovation that you suffer, or sometimes you can be on the edge that you lead into and have a first mover advantage. I'm still don't know where we fall in that, but I tend to have the faith, based on what I've experienced over the last 5 years, that it would be the being that first mover advantage, right? Especially given the dynamics is, what other game is on a chain that's not, as popular as some of the others, right? And we're still around. So, I mean, I that keeps me encouraged on what could happen in terms of the ecosystem over time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, good points. I have a
But
question.
you called that last one, Stever. Like, I needed you in there. I didn't want to show my hand, so like I was like, I need you to call this man. He ain't about to take 4K with 200 to bet.
Well, yeah, he definitely value bet me at a very good number to get a call. I mean, I had the jack, but I wasn't going to go wild because I knew my little card was not good.
I missed my straight, and the flush came up, so I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I
Even for
He's
200.
out of a hand.
We see what you're doing here, Virus. You're trying to buy the pot, and we're defending our blinds.
I tried to do that in college and almost got caught one time.
It was probably illegal back then.
Yeah.
Part of the issue from an investor standpoint, and I think people are starting to call this out more and more now, is just the fact that there's no easy way to get liquidity into the game. Like, the slippage on either Ethereum or Binance is stupidly high.
Bro.
And so, if you know Brennan or VetV, I mean, he's always talking about, trying to bring in or onboard whales with, 50K plus. And the slippage on that would be in the thousands of dollars that they would lose out in price impact. So I don't know how we solve that outside of like incentivizing more liquidity or getting the DAO to do it. But even if the DAO were to do it, it's not like we need like millions of dollars in those pools. And we can do it one of two ways, right? We either add more to it or we get the value of SPS to actually start going up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I think you did a video on this AfterSound recently. What is preventing the DAO from providing that liquidity with its holdings, right? I mean, there's no downside to it, right? At this point, we could, on some chains, provide a significant amount of liquidity.
Yeah.
Oh,
pocket aces over kings.
Wow. DarkestNyte.
Nice hand, DarkestNyte.
Wow.
DarkestNyte, you literally just 10x your money. That was awesome.
You went from the bottom to the top,
right? Chip leader. Holy cow! That's a tough time to get King's Virus.
Yeah,
and
right.
And DarkestNyte limped with aces, right? Or didn't you raise that Virus?
Yeah,
I gotta see that. Yeah, big blind pocket aces, or no, he wasn't big blind. He was one.
Newageinv took a hit.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I would have won that hand if I would have saw the river, but good job, keeping me out of there.
Now I have a fire by my name.
Nice. So I have a question for you, Rogue. Since it's been a while since we talked, I know you were given Gods Unchained a little bit of a try based on their sealed deck mode. How has that experiment been going? Are you still playing there, or what is that looking like?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great thing, but it faded just like just like a lot of things. But for me, still with that game, it's the time. It's the time to sit down and play those matches. They're not they're not quick matches to play. Mm-hmm. So having to sit there and play 20-minute matches is just and
Well-
that's if you're playing aggro.
Right. Yeah, if you're playing
Like,
a control
honestly, in
deck, it's a
the-
half hour plus.
Yeah, the meta kind of has gotten to where like those magic matches are actually very control, very grind. And so it was it's just not, I don't know. It's not something that I can play currently in the life that I have right now, 4 kids, wife, job. My time is very limited, especially on the computer, and so I gravitate towards the quicker games.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you here in the game
Now,
tonight.
Rogue, are you botting your account at all, or do you actually jump in and play your 24 battles a day on Splinterlands?
No, I bought Wild, and then I just play. I play Modern, just with whatever energy I have, and then once I'm out of energy, I'll turn my bot off and let it recharge for a little bit, then turn it back on and play. And so that's just kind of how I balance my account right now. I also am not super incentivized to play Modern. Like, outside of the SPS, that's pretty cool. But with the depletion of players in Modern, like I said, in Gold 2, which I don't know, how many days are we into the season already? Like, I'm playing people, I'm maybe 60th on the leaderboard in Gold 2. And so the people, like, there's people that I'm already still playing leaderboard, even though I'm Gold 2. And so, like, I don't know, a failed summoner, fucking Mustangs, Mylors, I'm just like,
Nice.
man, I'm just not playing this Modern, like, especially when the new Modern is right around the corner. So I'm just being patient. I'm just kind of honing, like, I'm keeping my skills sharp, but I'm not pouring into it right now. But as soon as Rebellion hits, bro, yes, the bot's going off, and I'm playing all my matches every day because there's no reason why I won't be on the leaderboard once we're in Rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I mean, I think it's going to be the time of the players when Rebellion comes out.
It's all of us that came into Chaos and are sticking around to play the game, and there's a good amount of us,
And
but
rotating out, right? So the oppression of Kitty and Jotun goes away.
Yeah, you call it oppression of Kitty and Jotun. You're the only one here who has them.
And I know.
And you know what? It's not even like Jotun's pretty frustrating, especially with the 3 rule sets now, because you oftentimes get into a rule set where you're like, yeah, it was Kitty. Or I mean it's a Jotun play 100%. But I mean, hell, I'm even getting frustrated with just niche cards. Like, sometimes when I just yesterday I got paired against Biz and then Byzantine Kitty, like, back to back. And I'm being shown, like, cards that, like, Onyx Sentinel. Who plays Onyx Sentinel? Like, nobody owns that card.
It's a good card.
And all this stuff. And, like, yeah, it's like, these are great meta cards, but, like, I don't know. They're just not, nobody really owns them. And so, like, there's strategies with a full Untamed deck that I just don't see, except for 5% of the time. You know what I mean? And so it's going to be exciting when, especially Failed Summoner. F that card. Anytime I'm like 14 mana or less, I'm just like, I'm going to get railed by a Failed Summoner. This is annoying.
And I don't know what's going on with Diamond this season, but it seems like for some reason there's low Diamond accounts that have maximum accounts right now. I think I faced someone at 3,400 rating today, and I was against a Kitty with Crowless and Mighty Dricken and Truth Speaker, like the full 9 yards.
Oh, that was New Age then.
Might have been. Oh, I forgot New Age is the real OG here.
It took me a couple of days to get champion because I didn't reach champion 1 last season. So I was in Diamond until today. So I was playing a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree. The Diamond players were ridiculous to start this season because I started in Champion, but they knocked me down like almost to the bottom of Diamond 3 before I was able to push back. Diamond 1 until I pushed all the way back into Champion just today. There was definitely players with better cards than normal. But the
Yeah,
rental
mine-
market's cheap, right?
Do what?
The rental market's still like extremely cheap. I don't know. I stopped renting my cards because I'm a fool and I thought land was coming.
That I want to talk about that because I did the same thing, Steve. Like literally 3 months ago, I took all my rentals off the market because they said land was coming to the Mav server. Maybe it wasn't 3 months ago, maybe it was 2 months ago. And I don't want to list all my cards again for rent for one DEC or whatever it is, because a lot of cards I have to list. And then the next day, all of a sudden, land goes to the Mav server and we get it released. I've been literally paralyzed from a rental perspective for months because of land. So
Yeah, I went ahead and just listed a few things that were at least making a decent amount. My summoners that are like level 6 and 8 that I have extras. And then some, and then, you know, it just seemed like the right thing to do to try to get a little bit of extra DEC coming in, and it's been working, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's annoying because a lot of us, you know, we wanted to put our cards out there, and so we brought them back to one account. We stopped using our rental bots, and then it's just, yeah. Land not being here is probably the one thing that got me a little salty and bearish, but just more with like what Matt's built is really good, but can they deliver on what he built? And that's my only worry anymore, is that they can't actually build this stuff.
Yeah, and that's where, like, for me, I what was it earlier this year when he was like, yeah, in my COVID dream we put all of land together. In my mind, I was like, I feel like when I started playing this game, land was right around the corner. Has nobody really worked on this for 2 years? Like, holy crap, that was a hard pill to swallow. And then now that they've started working on it, realizing that like it's hard. Nice.
You got your back, huh?
A little bit of payback for the Aces versus Kings.
Yeah,
That was actually pretty good.
That was good.
that's a good one.
Hey, I have a quick question for you guys. Do you think, talking about the rental markets, do you think that the burning event that Matt is talking about doing coming up this, winter time, to burn cards and land, do you think that will have how much of an impact will that have on the rental market, do you all think?
I don't think anything's going to change the rental market until land is out. But I do think
after
that
both of those, yeah.
But if the burning event hits at the right time, and he does issue, because what he's been talking about doing is giving us promo cards to burn cards. I think that would get a lot of cards burned. But I don't think the rental market gets fixed until the new set is out and land is out, because we're not going to be able to get those new players and tell them to come rent cards, because you can compete with everyone while Untamed is still there, and at the same time, those cards are still kind of expensive.
I still go back to my old argument. I mean, I think the Hardy Stonefish's rental price is going to go up. It's going to double or whatever because there's half the cards. But what value are they going to give to burn something more than a Hardy Stonefish? How are they going to do the burn event so that you're burning something that actually has value?
It'll probably be based on collection power.
Maybe, but I mean,
would be my guess. That's how I would do it.
But then it's going to be Heart Claws.
Well, if you can also burn...
so they'll burn all the Heart Claws, burn all the Jared Scars, burn all those legendary cards. I mean, I was actually thinking about buying them because they're back down to like $1 or $1.25. I'm like, maybe I should buy 50 of them to burn.
Yeah, but I'm saying like your Queen Mycelia or your Summoners, your things like that were the best value for your rental cards.
Mm-hmm.
They're not moving up because of a burn event.
Yeah, no, I think the burn event's a waste of time.
Yeah,
I think it's a waste of time. Land is the burn event.
So can we talk about that a little bit? Because I kind of wince every time I hear Matt on the town squares and town halls talk so highly of the Great Burning. And
the one that we did?
Yeah, the one that we did. Because he was saying that he wanted to model the next card burning event after that because he thought it was so successful. But in my talking to folks, and I don't know, you guys give me your opinion, but when I was talking to a lot of people didn't enjoy the Great Burning Event. Even those that participated in it thought it was a bum deal. I think Dwayne has gone on record and said, hey, it wasn't a good deal. And you know, Dwayne's very positive about pretty much all things Splinterlands. So I don't know, it just seems that view by Matt seems a little not in touch with reality, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got burned in the burning event.
Wow.
I got burned in the burning event, right? And I wish I had waited, right?
From his
Yeah,
point of view, though,
I got pretty
it
burned
was
too.
good. But from Matt's point of view, it was good, right? Like it burned a massive amount of DEC.
Yeah, but it goes down to the fool me once, shame on me, you know, type of thing, right? Because you know, the effect might have been good for the ecosystem, but if they just rinse and repeat a second time, I think it's going to be like a Zerial type of launch effect, right? It's going to be very icy cold reception.
I got
the impression they're going to do it. They're going to do it a little bit differently from what he's been saying, because creating promo cards, that means they can do like burn this much to get a card as opposed to a chance to get a card. So I'm okay with it. And I got pretty burned in the event. You know, I got 1 million points. I didn't get anything cool. I got one nightmare pack in the thing. I felt a little bit beat up, you know, for what I did. And I would still burn cards for other cards. I just would, because I have extra cards.
What about the? I mean, I guess this is where, like, for me, I love the event because of the guild points. Like the guild points, it was a win-win.
Yeah, I was going to make that point too. I think a lot of us bigger players who are in bigger guilds,
yeah, you didn't need the guild points.
We didn't need the guild points, so we're not doing anything with it, and so we. You know, I feel like we'll feel less cheated when we can actually use those for the new guild buildings.
Oh, damn, New Age.
Oh,
did somebody hit a flush?
He's played 74% of his hands and he's cold. I'd call him.
No.
With someone else's money. Oh,
New Age, what up? That was pretty sweet. Oh my gosh, Keys, you were the chip leader at one point.
Thanks for reminding me on that one. AfterSound.
Kick him while he's down.
Yeah, I've also had a slow fall down since I had a lot of chips, so it happens.
I promised my wife I would hang out with her, and so I have incentive to go big or go home.
You have duties, I see. Well, regarding the event, I mean, to Steve's point, I do think they're going to do a little bit different, but I think what I guess is hard to conceptualize, Tails, is the fact that this game is just so dominated by whales. And I've seen so many numbers that kind of show that. So from Matt's perspective, we burned a ton. And here's the thing, right? Like DarkestNyte burned like 1 million DEC. And if you're looking at that, that's less than 0.2% of all the DEC that was burned. So if they just do any kind of event, and let's say the long tail of small players decide to sit out, you just go with the 80-20 rule. The top 20% of people, the top 20% of whales are going to do 80% of the work anyway. So if you just remove the bottom 20%, it can still be a success with all of the top whales chasing whatever titles or, you know, promo cards or whatever there is. So I know a lot of people were disenfranchised because most of us are part of that long tail. But at the end of the day, you know, it was still successful from that we burned 500 million or whatever it was.
The flush scared me from re-raising them.
Yeah, New Age that's terrible. He flopped 2 pair and then you limped into like getting the trips. Oh no.
And it's Walking Key's fault. Once he called the bet, I was like, well, pot odds. So I called 2.
I'm on tilt.
Yeah, that is a lot of ice around your. I have not seen that much ice before.
No, thanks for all the support.
You're welcome. Sign up.
So, how about a gold foil epic promo that you have to burn a full set of Chaos Legion for?
Oh, did he just do that because he wants to leave, or does he actually have a hand?
He saw his hand before he said, I am tilting. I gotta go. Yeah.
Now you're gonna just knock us all out. That was too aggressive. You had something. I feel better now. Because I had a king, and it was suited, but with a very small card.
Virus, that's a pretty good idea. Like a whole set of Chaos Legion for one card.
Yep,
because
one
that includes a Hardy Stonefish, but it also includes a Lily Shieldpaw. And I think that's pretty cool.
Well, oh, you're talking about just one BCX of each.
Yeah. To get one BCX.
That's interesting.
You know what's funny? In the game of Force of Will that I was playing, they had, in the very first set that they did an Ascension promo, essentially, where you would send in 5 or 6 specific cards and you would get a special promo for it. Like, so it was like a recipe. So like, I like that idea, Virus, of like a crafting recipe of like, if you want to mint this card, you have to burn these specific cards. That would be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the legendary summoners because that'd be kind of more difficult to get, and they'd probably go up a little bit quicker, be more scarce to get. But so I mean, the price for it could go up, but
yeah, but I mean, just
holy crap,
concept wise, you know, it's like just build your recipe. Like whatever the economy is, build the recipe to kind of match it. You know, whatever you need done, pull the lever. You know.
I'm sad Keys scared me away.
Those
are some interesting cards to show.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, I am just 30% of my hands. Look at me. I'm just not doing anything. Need a hand, guys.
I'll trade you chips.
Ooh. Well,
you can have my 46.
No, I want viruses.
I'm at 33, but I'm fire.
Yeah. The 35K. I'm playing a third of his hands.
He's just smart. Headman now. What's going on here?
Well, I don't know. He folded on the last one, so.
Well, that's because Steve raised it 8,000.
Yeah.
Well, it was just pushing him all in. I could have
really mad. He'd have called. He's just crazy. He's not mad.
Thank you.
I think Sinister saw that I could have had something pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That hand.
Yep.
But you had to pay to see both of them.
Yeah, with that bet, with his stack, I'm pretty sure you had it. It would be, you're more than likely getting a call at that point for most people.
Yeah. So 430-40, huh? That's an interesting bet.
I was trying to put 500 at the end of the day is swiped, so.
You know what 30 per, you know what 3 out of 10 hands has gotten me? A round number of DEC. And I'm happy.
I kind of wanted to see what he has. I'll just pay for it. Let me see it. A 10. Okay.
2.
I got a 2.
This is a pretty cool client. I like this Club GG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
it's pretty clean.
I was trying to go with something that was simple, that would work for everyone in every state. Because there's some clients, apparently, that only work in certain states. And we want to be inclusive here at SplinterFam Poker.
I mean, I haven't had any issues on mobile, both Discord and this. So it's been kind of nice.
Nice. So maybe another thing that we can talk about, again, coming out of AfterSound's stream from earlier today, is the Gala ecosystem, right? I think there's a number of us that are familiar with it and what they're doing with
Get him.
ooh,
Ooh.
You got it.
Ah!
there we go.
I was on a draw, but I gave
That
you
was a
chance
good
to
draw
double your
too.
stack.
Holy
Great
Yeah.
flush draw.
five.
How did I
You're not
win that?
going anywhere.
Nice
I
job.
would have rather had seen one more card a little cheaper than that.
Yeah, I mean, hell, 5, a spade, an ace, a 5, or no, an ace or a 4 would have even. Fuck.
Yeah.
many
I figured
outs.
that. I figured the ace was an out. The spade was an out. The 5 was an out. I'm like, oh, I'll play it.
Yep.
But
I think we have a 9-minute warning.
Yeah. 10:30 is when we'll look to color up or cash out.
What?
Yeah, 90 minutes.
This is a cash game. I should be able to sit here for 7 hours till I get back.
You can. It might be shorthanded. It might be just you and Virus playing heads up.
Son of a...
Like,
Well, in that case,
Yeah, well, in that case.
So one of the things we mentioned was, we talked about Splinterlands being fool's gold or diamond in the rough. One of the things that you had mentioned AfterSound was the distribution of SPS and the large number of tokens that have been issued, which is like what, 1.2 billion or something like that. When we talk about the Gala ecosystem, I know you were looking at some of their portfolio of games.
God damn it, Keys. What the hell?
I'll finish my question after the results here. Oh,
Let's go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
it's a big hand.
I should have bet more.
Now you were throwing away your chips, huh? Couldn't do that.
I was talking about the Gala.
Correction, Steve. He's throwing away your chips.
Oh yeah. Well, technically, I still have my 20,000.
Okay. But with Gala, if you look at the distribution, they're printing their distribution is insane. Like if you think 3 billion SPS is crazy, look at the Gala token numbers for minting. And also if you look at their model, the number of games they're developing, I think, is like 2. Like everything else is just they basically third party to developer and are basically giving them like paying for some of their development costs, like outsourcing it. So it's not like all those games like Battlestar Galactica, Champions Arena, Walking Dead, etc. are all being developed by Gala. In fact, of those 3 games, none of them are. They're all third-party studios that are just using Gala's basically platform to market and publish the games. And in a lot of cases for Gala, there's not a tokenomics ecosystem that really makes a lot of sense. So I'm just curious what other people think of it. But I wasn't on the stream, so I couldn't really mention anything in chat. But that's kind of just my take on that. Some of those conversations earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gala. The thing is, Gala has name recognition, and when people FOMO, they're going to try to throw money at something, right? So they won't really think about it or do much research, which is not good, but that's just how it is.
Keys is open-ended.
Ooh, nice.
You got me off my 10.
Womp womp.
You out, Keys?
Is
You still
I'll
playing?
stay here for a second.
Cool.
we're only on for a couple minutes, right?
6 more minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the case. I thought it ended like whenever you all finished. I'm like, there's no way I can last all night. And then you say, oh, it ends in 12 minutes. I'm like, oh, son of a.
Yeah, I used to be pretty big into Gala. They were my biggest win in crypto as far as like money I cashed out. And then I clicked on a BitBoy link and I got hacked for like almost all my valuable Gala NFTs. But also in general, they just all like fell apart. But I think you are right. They're a big name, which is making me want to kind of look into seeing what assets I have left and maybe try to earn some more tokens. Because you've already seen that it moves. When the market moves, Gala actually moves, which unfortunately, as was pointed out, that doesn't happen to SPS yet.
Yeah, I mean, Gala's on all of the big exchanges, right? And it's all on all the big chains. And when people want to speculate, they're going to go to Gala before they go to Splinterlands or SPS.
Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest problems, right? We're not on any of the exchanges.
Yeah,
Well, Gala is in Venium, pretty much, right?
And that's
more
kind of what
mature.
I was thinking too. It's and like we also had a developer come in and put a game together for us, but you know, I don't know how much of the Gala stuff is actually done on like the blockchain.
They have their own chain. They do some of it there, but most of their games are not really playable. It's only a couple of them that you can play.
I got a chibi dino.
Jeez.
I do too.
Dude, I wanted one too. Like I am so ashamed.
That and $10 will get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Keys
I don't
has
want to talk
something
about
for
it.
that too.
Yeah, I mean,
Keys
is it
has,
$10
oh.
now? I might go for it because
Oh,
it
no,
wasn't.
I
when was
actually
looking
do
at it.
pretty well. Yeah, my Starbucks NFTs are doing well.
I get you the cup for your coffee.
You know who I wish would tokenize their rewards program? IHOP. That pan coin is nice.
Oh, you flushed me. I did not see that coming.
Wow,
Nice hand.
Pan
Very
coin
nice.
Big flow.
is
Why?
dope.
Just
Winning. Are you
chilling.
now? Oh, no.
Steve, you got
Just
Mitch
trying to milk
Razor
it
in
for what
chat
it could.
ask. You guys.
Oh, what?
Mitch in chat asking how poker's done for you.
Take care, Keys.
Guys, y'all have a good night. I appreciate it.
Oh
It was a lot of
well,
fun.
I
We'll see
lost
you, brother.
21 cents and I had fun.
Later, Keys.
Oh, and I might lose a little more or come back up. I think we'll see what happens in the last 2-3 hands we get through.
I have to defend my blind. Sorry in advance, Icy.
I would say I got up and I decided to gamble a few times and it didn't work out. I had some nice draws a couple times and I called some big bets and I just didn't hit them.
Yeah, I mean, when you're sitting in the green, all of a sudden you start to feel a little too confident.
Well, I
Max,
mean,
Great if,
when you're
playing with
when you're
the
playing a
people's
cash
money.
game with $20, you're just like eventually like, let's see if I can't make it $60.
If DarkestNyte would have just folded his aces, I'd be doing pretty good right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DarkestNyte. Jeez,
Totally went full that.
That's like poker lesson number
look
one.
at this flop.
Fold aces.
This board is just painted.
I'm not sitting on Icy Flow's aces.
The problem is I don't like if Icy has the ace of hearts. I'm drawn dead.
But yeah, the Gala ecosystem overall has been pretty disappointing. As somebody
That's
who like
sick.
bought Mirandus NFTs really early, even if I did get them hacked away, it's like they haven't released any of their games. The only games that are really playable is that knockoff of Townstar that they played, that they basically made with the people from Townstar. I mean, from Farmville. It's a knockoff of Farmville. But that one made me a ton of money. But I put it all in Splinterlands, and so I'm hoping it goes back.
It's probably better off in Splinterlands than in Gala, where it was, honestly.
So those games reward you in whatever Gala's token is, or do they reward you in?
Yeah, well,
something you can just exchange for?
Townstar used to reward you in Town Coin, but then they axed that idea and they started going just earning Gala last time I checked. But honestly, since I got hacked, I haven't been paying attention to the ecosystem at all. Mostly because, like, once again, I got hacked, and you go into the Discord and you go like, I got hacked. Is there anything you guys can do? Just wondering, and you get a bunch of like, haha, stupid person comments, and that chat of theirs is pretty bad.
Somebody please tell me you have a jack. That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
I mean, is this the last hand? Or are we doing a couple more?
It's up to
Couple
you
more.
guys. Whatever you guys want.
No, this will be the last hand for me.
Okay.
Boo.
I got a 7.
Jack.
So do you. We split.
Oh,
I know.
The ace queen.
All right, this will be the last hand.
Okay.
So,
So I want to ask DarkestNyte a question, because you had asked about, or you had mentioned that one of the challenges is with Splinterlands we're not on dexes like Coinbase or Binance. Now, one of the things, I don't know if you heard it, but when we were at After Dark Fest, we had a talk with Clayboyne on the DAO and some of his thoughts on the listing of the SPS listing amounts. And what Clay had said, I don't know if you listened to that recording, but he had said that the chances of Splinterlands getting on Coinbase were like very small, because he thought the Coinbase scrutiny and regulations would not allow Splinterlands to list SPS. Albeit, we know that Prime for Parallel is there, and Big Time, I believe, is also on Coinbase. So they obviously passed the scrutiny to get listed as Web3 projects. I didn't really go into more detail specifically on that, but it is concerning that one of the former team members and future project manager of the DAO believed that we could not pass Coinbase's application process. I'm just curious.
Do you
think it has to do with the way the token's been distributed, and they've made some mistakes and they haven't given it out quite how they were supposed to?
I don't know.
Yeah, but you and I talked about that offline, right? So that was a concern, right? The fact that something like Parallel was pretty easily on Coinbase, and and SPS is missing in action.
Oh, Clay said it was very easy. We just need money, and we don't have it. Like he's saying the war chest and the DAO is not even enough.
But how does Parallel have that kind of money?
How much did they raise? Does anyone have any idea? Or do they have VCs that are willing to front that bill?
Yeah, I mean, all these other games have VCs right now, and that's what Splinterlands is trying to chase. And it's kind of, I guess, concerning that throughout this entire year they haven't been able to find anybody to at least give them runway money.
It didn't sound like Matt was looking that hard.
Come on, give me back
the
20K.
last time he talked.
Well, Aggies was looking.
You got the queen? There's a bigger queen.
Oh.
Damn you.
Ooh, that's a tough way to lose.
You guys chased me out of my King High flush.
How do you sit?
Oh, nice.
You can sit out next hand. It's in the lower left-hand corner if you're done.
Okay.
I'm getting garbage now, so I just want to sit for the. Well, are we just going to keep going or what?
Whatever you guys want. I mean, it's up to you guys. We said 90 minutes, and we're at 90 minutes, so we can call the stream. Or if you guys want to chat Splinterlands and just turn off the poker, or we can just call the stream. Your call.
I vote call the stream.
There we go.
But other people here that might want to keep going.
I got maybe 2 or 3 games more.
I'm going to sit out after this, and I kind of got to step away because it's getting time to get the kids ready for bed.
Okay. We'll call the stream after this hand. This will be the last hand.
This was awesome, though.
Absolutely.
Good time.
I mean, we played a ton of hands in 90 minutes. I think if we schedule stuff like regularly, it's actually a lot of fun.
You can see the stats, I think, in one of those icons in the top right of the screen. It might show you how many hands we played stat-wise.
Yeah, I didn't know how to sit out, so I mean,
no worries.
Bottom left, I think you have to do.
Yeah, sit out next hand is what you want to click.
But
or you can just close the table. Now, whatever your chips are in your hand when you exit the table.
Bro, are you trying to steal my money?
Oh,
bro, I'm trying to get back to 20K. You want to help me get there?
You can take the 200. I don't care.
You can. No, I need more than that.
What? This is the last hand.
You're right. This is the last one. Hey. bro.
Winner.
Hey, you got 50 cents back there.
It's just
Nice.
gonna be heads up, me and Virus. Everybody sat out.
Rogue's like that one of those last degens at the poker table when you got the poker room closing at
Come on,
like
guys.
5 a.m. He's still there. He's like, I gotta get my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, poker's, and that's just the nature of the game. You gotta, especially in the cash, like you gotta be willing to sit for a while.
Yeah. Well, we can, if we do this again, we can definitely do a tournament, like a sit and go. The only reason I didn't do a tournament this time around is because, with sit and go, you can get knocked out early. Go all in and get called, and then, you're just chilling in a poker stream, chatting, which is, fine, but you're not really playing cards at that point. Where a cash game, generally speaking, you can, keep playing. So. But
yeah, the one thing with the sit and go, if people do get knocked out early, maybe they can just kind of drive the conversation because they're not playing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the conversation was fantastic here. I mean, even with the
it got really good. But in the beginning, we were all so focused on playing poker, we weren't talking about anything.
Well, we needed Tails to focus everyone, right? So just and I think it kind of flowed pretty naturally after that.
Indeed. Well, thank you everyone for joining this premiere, sitting down at the table and gambling with your DEC. And we'll hopefully do this again soon. Appreciate you guys coming out, and I don't know if anyone wants to say any closing words or pitch their channels or their projects or anything else like that. Otherwise, we'll call it.
May we all get rich.
Hey, I'll just throw out that you guys, everyone here, and even members of the chat, you guys are all welcome to come on into the Splinterverse with me and Baby Omega. So you can always hit me up if you're interested. We really just kind of chill and talk on that show most of the time. So throw that out there.
Awesome.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, for sure. So everyone, I'll be sending your DEC back to you on your accounts. And thanks for hopping in and chatting Splinterlands and playing some cards. And for everyone who joined us on stream or catching the replay, hope to see you in the future.
Thanks for setting it up, Tails.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Keep stacking those stats.